Alright, so I kind of got y'all in my lap and upside down, but this is a Dell PowerEdge 1950 server. Move y'all across so you can see the whole front here. Now I know we're gonna have some people hollering, oh, you should sell that, and I've been through this many a times. That's just not my thing, you know. If it was somebody I knew and they would go test it or something, that's one thing. But other than that, no, I don't post it out there. I did look online, and they're selling for anywhere from like $120 to $400 a piece. But we're gonna strip it down and decommission it, and go from there. So y'all stick around if you want to see what's inside.
Rock bottom on the track, boy.
Alright, so we'll start off with, I'm pretty sure my battery's going to go dead before I get all the way through it. But there is four, what is it, 146 gigabyte 10K hard drives in this. So there's the start. I'll set that back here. There's not really anything else to pull off of the front, but we do have some screws here, so we're gonna go ahead and see if we can't remove the screws in the front. I think this is gonna be it. I do not like this thing at all. Pliers just to get your bits out. That's crazy. There we go. Well, of course, it's too big. Bad at judging sizes and distances, but I'll try to make that work to my advantage. All right. Different type of screw altogether. Whatever. Alright. Not really seeing anything else on this side. This might be, again, same problem. Whatever. Alright, let's see what we got here. Yeah, that is screwed into that. Bunch of rivets through there. Don't let this thing fool you. It's got some pretty serious weight to it. So it looks like we are already unlocked. this is something I was going into to try to work on and fix, at this point I would probably have a stroke. But I'm not trying to fix it. So stroke is avoided. Take its battery out. And let's see what makes what tick around here. I normally kind of work these about the same as everything else. Just slowly, one thing at a time, work my way through it. Alright. There we go. So there's a heat sink. Another heat sink. Pinless CPU. Another pinless CPU. Alright, let's see what we can find to still trying to run a start bit. Before they got rid of this, of course, they pulled the RAM out of it. You can see there's no RAM whatsoever over here. That always sucks. These fans are made where they can be easily replaced, because if your fans go out and a server or just like any other electronic device, you got to keep it cool, but you start running into overheating problems. Sometimes your CPUs will burn up, other things will burn up, stuff like that. We'll move these back out the way. Let's see what these are. They're not I-series chips. So they just go with the pinless CPUs. Neat little handle there. And we have to kind of move our way up to the front. I believe that's a battery. Interesting. A lot of this stuff is just made to kind of snap in. Screwdriver somewhere. Slide out. It's probably going to be a backplane board. I would steal that IC chip off of there. Alright, so this also, I don't know, interesting. I'll come back to that. Again, more plastic stuff. Sometimes it's just easier to rip it off of there. This is your aluminum heat sinks. Gold corner BGAs. That acts like a ram stick. You could probably, I don't know if you could sell it as ram or not. I'm not sure what's on the other side. But that's pretty interesting. Like I said, a lot of this stuff just kind of slides in. You just unplug it. So that's probably gonna, that would probably go as a slot card. Definitely got a gold corner BGA on here. When I say gold corner BGA, that's what I'm talking about. The corner of it has a gold arrow. A few other chips, gold pins, gold fingers. Of course, all these connectors have gold pins in them. All this is gold pins, crystal oscillators. So that's basically it over here. This is going to be the power supply. Again, I'm not sure if that would go as RAM or not. These fingers are tin and these are gold. So that may be something I'd just cut the fingers off of. So my yard gives me aluminum breakage for these. As you can see, it's gold fingers in the end of it, or gold pins. Anyway, gold pins in the end of both of them. So always check your power supplies. Regular computers, not so much. I have seen it in them. It depends upon, you know, how good of a computer it is, that kind of thing. But I've also seen it with the gold finger slot card on the back side of it where it slides in too. So you always want to check your power supplies, you know, just to make sure. I can sell those as aluminum breakage at my yard, but you definitely want to get those gold fingers off first. So at this point, I'm going to take me a break. Battery's low. I'm going to charge my GoPro a little bit and do the supper thing, and then I'll be back. Alright, and we're back. I was able to zoom you in just a little bit. So I went around the board and took out some screws. They were just kind of on the outside, nothing big. And then there were some of these on the board. You may have to rewind a little bit to see them, but there's one here and here and here and one over here, a few different places. There's one left. Pretty easy to take care of. Put the pliers on there and start it, and then just twist right off of there. You slide it forward a little bit to get the plugs out of the back piece. And you come on up with it. So if you sell the board sort, there is a price for server boards. You can look it up. It's by weight. They add up fast, but you know, server boards are so big, you'll have to crate ship them, and you're gonna have to have a lot of them. So if you don't get that many servers, it might be better to remove or depopulate the board, sell the chips online, get the gold or silver out of it, that kind of thing. Just to kind of quickly go over this board, you've got gold in these, gold here. Yeah, y'all can still see. I don't think these pins have gold. It doesn't look like it. These, all three of these are USB ports. They're gonna have gold coated pins, gold coated. This chip, and this chip should all have decent amount of gold in them. Pretty good amount of gold in them, actually. And you have stuff like this. This is crystal oscillators. They have silver in them. There's another one over here. All these chips have gold in them too, but it's a lot less than these. You got IC chips all over the place. You know, it depends on what you want to do. Gold. All of these have gold. These are probably gold coated. You got some copper toroids you can pull off, throw in motors, take the copper off and sell the copper. Some more here, a bunch here, and a bigger one there. But there's, like I said, there's IC chips all over this thing. You got some tantalum capacitors. Yeah, IC chips, flat packs, all kinds of stuff. And that's why they pay so good for these, and they're pretty heavy, I'll be honest with you. So I mean, I don't exactly remember. This thing does not want to let go. Turn it loose. There's got to be something holding it that I'm missing. There we go. That goes over to shred. Backside, not much. Just some small stuff, a bunch of little tiny small stuff everywhere. You know, Mike would pull those ICs, flat pack. That's basically pretty much about it. I don't remember the weight on these boards, but this board itself is probably worth about $6, maybe more. And that's selling the board sorts. So it's a good source of income if you can find a place to get servers from. Oh, these somewhere, here it is. No, they're steel. I was thinking they might be aluminum, but they ain't. They is not. So about the only thing that's left is this up here in the front. So I grabbed this board and pulled up on it, and it looks like everything's trying to come up and out. So I think that plugged in to something down there. So we got a couple cables under here we need to unplug to get this to come loose. This board's kind of flimsy. There we go, there's one. There's two. And you see how they were. So again, gold pins inside of those, gold pins in this. This is probably the most complex server I've taken apart, which means it's one of the most newest that I've laid my hands on. Now, and you've got gold fingers. You got another aluminum heat sink. See all the gold on those. It's decent, couple decent chips back here. Again, gold cornered crystal oscillator. So yeah, definitely a high dollar board as far as which category it goes into. Some more wire. This would probably be a backplane board. It's got plugs in it. Again, they're all coated in gold. Got gold fingers here. And it looks like the board's probably coated in gold too. A bunch of little gold dots. So, now this, I'll just switch back to the other one. Again. That's probably zinc, judging by weight. A lot of people toss that into the cast aluminum. But yeah, so that should be zinc. Zinc has a real low melting point. If you pour your own channel coins and stuff, that's a good thing to pour it with. A lot of weight. Let's see what's holding this bad boy in. Probably just that. Just a little push button. Take that out. Gives you a DVD drive you can strip if you want. There's gold in the connection there, gold pins. Might be the next size down. Wire to unplug there. No gold on the wire. Gold pins, gold pins, gold pins. Silver on the little things in those. A couple decent little things. This board is not coated in gold. A little display on the front if you want it, you can go after it. Not worth all that. And that's most of it. So all these boards here are pretty good boards, pretty decent boards that came out of there. Got these wires, cut the ends off of them. Most of them are gold coated. All of them except for these two, I believe. And this one probably, the little backup battery. Careful with your batteries, you don't want to leave those laying around. We got 4 hard drives out of here, and it's going to be in an aluminum case. So you can pop those hard drives out, clean the plastic off the front. You got some good cast aluminum there. You got 2 chips, or 2 processors that came out of there. Good for gold recovery, or you can sell them to board sort for scrap price. We got 4 sets of these fans that came out. They're dual fans, so it's probably 2 motors in each one. So you bust those open, take your little bit of wire out, and pull your motors out of there. Yeah, I can't hold on to nothing. And then you have the good board, or the main board here, that's worth probably, I'm guesstimating it may be more than $6, but I'm saying that's probably about $6. That's probably somewhere between 2 and 3 pounds. I'm not good with weights. Somewhere between 2 and 5 pounds for that. And that's pretty much it. So, my opinion, servers are where it's at. Lots of good stuff, lots of gold fingers, lots of chips, lots of everything. So, y'all let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll see y'all next time.